Welcome back to another episode. In the last one, we swapped out the valve springs and upgraded the cams to the comp cam stage 2 SPR 127-500s. In this video, I'm just going to review those cams and the tune that I got from Brenspeed. To get things started, here's a few sound clips comparing before and after. So as you can hear, the car sounds really good. The cam is a little bit of a radical cam, which means that it shakes the car. So when you're sitting there at a stop light or a stop sign, it kind of shakes with the chop. So that's pretty cool. One of the big things you look at when you are picking out a cam is the drivability of the cam. So if you get like maybe a mother thumper cam, the car wants to buck and it's just poor drivability and high traffic conditions, or maybe you're going through a parking lot or over some speed bumps, it's difficult to drive. This cam recommended 390 gears. This Bullitt still has the stock 373 gears, and the drivability is perfect. With the Brenspeed tune, it probably drives better than it did before, which is pretty cool. So I was very pleased with that, because that was one of my biggest concerns putting this cam in. I thought I might have to rebuild the rear end, but that was not the case. Another big issue that people tend to look at when they're buying a cam is low end torque loss, meaning torque in lower RPM situations. This cam is a big cam. It's one of the biggest you can get with a stock head, but I did not experience any low end torque loss, and it might have something to do with the tune again, but the car feels faster at every RPM, especially at high. One thing that I think should be mentioned is the gas mileage. I probably get 8 to 10 miles per gallon less in the city. I used to get around 18, 19, 20 if I was good, but now it's like in the 12s. So the gas mileage is definitely suffering. On the highway, it seems to do okay, around 23. I think I used to get about 25 before, so highway mileage doesn't hit too bad, but that city mileage is rough. The last two items I want to talk about are installation, so the ease of the installation, and the performance gain. So we'll go over performance gain first. The butt dyno is impressed. I feel like the car is faster everywhere, but the acceleration experience after 4,000 RPM is drastically different. It's a completely different car. So in the next video, we'll get into the dyno numbers and I'll compare what they were before to what they are now. And so you'll see what kind of gains I get from that. And as far as installation goes, this was probably one of the most difficult things you can do. The little keepers were such a pain. You had to bend over the car. It took me and my dad 9 days we probably worked on it 3 to 4 hours every day. We were being really meticulous, trying not to lose any of the keepers, but it was a tough install. I would much rather do the timing than mess with the valve springs again. So I think it was worth it because I changed the valve seals out and got everything freshened up in there. But man, that was a tough job. So my review of these cans won't be complete until after we hit the dyno. But so far, they're 5 out of 5. Awesome sounding. Performance gain is definitely there. I'm excited to see what those numbers are. The only downside is trying to install them. But if you have an older Mustang that needs new valve seals or probably needs new valve seals, then you might as well get them because you'll freshen up that head and it'll run for a lot longer. The tune is phenomenal from Brenspeed. I mean, it's really good. We won't know for sure until we hit the dyno, but the car drives so well. I can't imagine that a dyno tune could do a whole lot better. I'll be really interested to see those numbers. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and stay tuned for next time.